What would I do if I was just starting out? Over the past few months, I've had some brand new photographers reach out and ask me this very question. They just don't know how to get started. Now, I'm a brand photographer, videographer, and strategist. So speaking on the photography side, I thought I would share the tips that I've been letting other people know just in case you have the same question. So the individuals reaching out to me have entry-level gear, whether it's a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, and they want to have this as a career. No matter what, you want to get familiar with your gear and shoot as much as possible, so that will build confidence when you're actually shooting with a paid client. But you're not there yet, so let's get you there. One of the individuals I spoke with had a few friends that had businesses. And all this advice is really for becoming a brand photographer, not a wedding, not a family photographer, not a newborn photographer. I'm speaking directly as a brand photographer. So your clients will be business owners. Now, if you're at an age where you don't know anyone that owns a business, but maybe family friends own a business, maybe a family member owns a business, or parents know someone that owns a business, you want to make that sort of connection, because if you have an individual that has a relationship already with that business, that just makes it easier to make the connection. The connection is key. And once you have gone through what I'm going to suggest, then building those connections will become easier, or you can get more creative in having those connections. You're going to contact the business owner. You're going to establish how you know them. If you know them personally, great. And you want to let them know that you are building a new business around commercial photography and that you love their business and you would love to be able to come in and capture some photos of them, their services, if they're a service-based business, if it's a product-based business, and you like to come for an hour. Specifying the amount of time is key, because you don't want to be taken advantage, even though you know these people, but you want to have some boundaries that you are just coming for an hour of your time. This isn't 5 hours of your time. This isn't, shooting everything under the sun. You're going to be there for an hour. Now, if something fun happens or you're having a great time and you want to extend over an hour, that's totally up to you. But I always say up front, you want to come and capture photos for an hour, and that you are comping the session fee because you are in a portfolio building phase right now. By stating all of this, you're kind of setting the tone that right now, this is where you are. In the future, if you were to be hired, it's not going to be this way and you're not going to be waiving the fee. So with waiving the fee, here's the caveat. You will provide them with a gallery of images with a watermark on them. Now, this is commercial, not family or portrait where someone may just screenshot and use it with the watermark. I don't typically find that happening in commercial spaces. It doesn't look good for a business if they're ripping off a photo with the watermark. So you would provide them with the gallery, with the caveat that if they want any of the images to use for their business, there is a small fee attached. Maybe it's $25 for a digital download. Maybe you want to do 10 if they want 100 images. It's up to you. But that means you are at least making some money on the back end. If they don't buy anything, at least you now have a pocket of maybe 5 to 10 images that you like to start building the portfolio to move on to the next business. Once you start working with a few different businesses, they could be from different types of industries, whether it's service-based, product-based. The more you work with different businesses, the more you'll figure out really where you want to focus, whether it's on, you want to be more studio versus traveling on location. If you want to be working with medical spas versus makers. You can do all different types of businesses, but if there's one area that you want to focus in, the more types of businesses you work with, that will start filtering out and you become more clear. Also, with shooting, you're getting the experience and you're only going to be shooting for an hour. So that gives you some time to, play with your equipment, get shots, try new things. Having the fee waived for these special clients kind of alleviates the pressure because they're not obligated to buy anything at the end of the day, but you're giving them the option and you're appreciating the time that you're giving for this special shoot. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the types of clients that would need brand photography, which I believe every business owner needs brand photography, I'm going to attach a document to the description, which kind of gives you a breakdown of how to think about what type of categories of businesses to go after, to give you some more tips and helpful hints in that document. Okay, the first step is always the scariest. So as long as you can get used to sending out those emails or walking into a business and introducing yourself, that's just going to build momentum and you're going to do great. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Happy to help.